Just having my teammates back. Me and Kennedy are super competitive, and just having a competitive edge. I love my teammates, and I'm always going to have their back, so it was just competition.
Angel Reese has been making headlines not just for her skills on the court, but for her larger-than-life personality and, let's be honest, some pretty dramatic moments. The LSU star, known for her intensity and unapologetic attitude, found herself in the spotlight again after a recent game that left fans and critics talking. But this time, it wasn't just about her game. It was about a full-blown fit she threw when things didn't go her way. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark, another rising star, has continued to shock everyone, this time with moves that made even the WNBA stand up and take notice. The contrast between these two athletes is striking, and their latest antics have set social media ablaze. But before we proceed further, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. Angel Reese is a name you don't forget easily. She's fierce, confident, and not afraid to let everyone know it. But what really made people sit up and watch wasn't just her play, but a moment of pure frustration on the court. In a tight game, after a call didn't go in her favor, Reese couldn't keep her cool. She threw her hands in the air, visibly upset, muttering to herself. What followed was a series of exasperated gestures that could only be described as a tantrum. Some might call it passion, others would call it unnecessary drama, but either way, it was classic Angel. Now, it's not the first time Reese has let her emotions get the best of her. She's always been known for wearing her heart on her sleeve. But this was different. The game had been intense, and everyone could feel the pressure. When the referee made a call that Reese didn't agree with, she snapped. Fans saw her stomping around, shaking her head in disbelief, and it was clear that she wasn't just annoyed. She was furious. The camera zoomed in, catching every scowl and eye roll, and soon social media was flooded with clips of the moment. It didn't take long for people to start talking. Of course, not everyone saw it as a bad thing. Some praised her for being so passionate about the game. After all, isn't that what makes a great athlete? They care deeply, and sometimes that emotion spills over. Reese's fans were quick to defend her, saying that her intensity is what sets her apart. But others weren't so forgiving. Critics called her out for being unprofessional, saying that there's a fine line between passion and losing control, and that Reese had crossed it. This isn't the first time Angel Reese has made waves off the court either. She's known for her confident swagger and unapologetic attitude, which has earned her just as many fans as it has detractors. But the fact that she continues to spark such strong reactions is proof that she's a force to be reckoned with. Love her or hate her, you can't ignore her. On the other hand, there's Caitlin Clark, who's been making a very different kind of noise. While Reese was throwing a fit, Clark was making jaws drop with her skills and composure. If Reese is the fire, Clark is the ice, calm, collected, and deadly accurate. Clark's recent performances have been nothing short of incredible, and her latest game left everyone talking. She's the kind of player who doesn't need to throw a tantrum to get attention. She lets her game do the talking. Clark's rise has been meteoric, and it's no surprise that the WNBA has taken notice. There are whispers that she's set to be one of the biggest stars in the league, and for good reason. Her court vision is unmatched, her shooting range is ridiculous, and she plays with a level of intelligence that makes it look effortless. But don't let her calm demeanor fool you. Clark is as competitive as they come. She just expresses it differently than someone like Reese. In a recent game, Clark pulled off a move so slick that even her opponents had to give her credit. With just seconds on the clock, she nailed a three-pointer from a distance that had the crowd on their feet. It wasn't just the shot itself, but the way she did it, with confidence and grace, almost as if she knew it was going in before she even released the ball. That's the kind of poise that sets her apart. While Reese is all about the drama, Clark is about the execution. And yet, despite their differences, both players are commanding the spotlight in their own ways. Reese might be getting attention for her fiery outbursts, but Clark is quietly proving that she's a force to be reckoned with in the WNBA. She's the kind of player that makes scouts, coaches, and even veteran players take notice. The contrast between these two athletes is what makes their stories so interesting. Reese is all emotion, while Clark is all precision, and yet both have found ways to dominate the conversation. It's a reminder that there's no one way to be great. Some players, like Reese, thrive on intensity and passion, while others, like Clark, let their skills speak for themselves. But at the end of the day, both are pushing the boundaries of what it means to be a star in women's basketball. It's not hard to see why Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark are being compared. They're both young, incredibly talented, and have personalities that demand attention. But where Reese is loud and unapologetic, Clark is quiet and calculated. It's like watching two completely different styles of basketball, and yet both are equally captivating. Reese thrives in the spotlight, often leaning into the drama and letting her emotions fuel her game. Clark, on the other hand, seems almost indifferent to the attention. She's there to play, and she's going to let her performance do the talking. But while Reese's tantrums might make headlines, it's Clark's play that's shocking everyone, especially the WNBA. For a long time, people have been waiting for the next big thing in women's basketball. Someone who could take the league by storm and bring in a whole new audience. Clark might just be that player. She's got the skills, the mindset, and the work ethic to be a game changer. And with the WNBA taking notice, it's only a matter of time before she's making headlines for something much bigger than just a game-winning shot. The world of women's basketball is changing, and players like Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark are at the forefront of that shift. Reese might be known for her on-court antics, but there's no denying her talent. She's a competitor through and through, and that's what makes her so compelling to watch. Every time she steps onto the court, there's a sense that something exciting could happen. Whether it's a game-winning play or a meltdown over a bad call, Reese keeps fans on the edge of their seats. Clark, on the other hand, is the kind of player who makes you sit up and take notice because of her skill alone. She's not about the drama, she's about winning. And while Reese's outbursts might make her the more talked-about player right now, it's Clark who's quietly building a legacy. She's the kind of player who makes you rethink what's possible on the court, and that's why the WNBA is so interested in her. The rivalry between these two is only just beginning, but it's clear that they're both going to be major players in the future of basketball. Reese will continue to dominate with her passion and intensity, while Clark will keep shocking everyone with her skill and precision. And as they both carve out their own paths, it's going to be fascinating to see where they end up. For now, fans can only sit back and watch as these two young stars continue to push each other to new heights. Reese might be known for her tantrums, but she's also known for her ability to step up when it matters most. Clark might be shocking everyone with her quiet dominance, but she's not one to get complacent. Both players are driven by the desire to be the best, and that's what makes this rivalry so exciting. In the end, whether you're a fan of Angel Reese's fiery passion or Caitlin Clark's icy composure, there's no denying that these two are the future of basketball. They're changing the game in their own ways, and as they continue to rise, the world is watching closely. Whether it's through dramatic on-court meltdowns or jaw-dropping shots from downtown, both Reese and Clark are making sure that no one forgets their names anytime soon. It's not just about what happens in a single game. It's about the legacy they're building. And if their recent performances are any indication, that legacy is going to be something worth talking about for years to come. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more engaging content. We thrive on your feedback, so be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Until next time, keep discovering and stay tuned.